A very good morning to one and all. So welcome to TISA presentation event. So before we begin a presentation, I will like to, so first of all, let us begin by a very small introduction of each of us. So I would like to begin with Mr. AKARSH.
Very good morning to you all presented. Here, my name is Akars MISHRA. I belong to Sitapur district of the Uttar Pradesh. I am currently pursuing BTech in the mechanical branch from the NIT Jamshedpur, and my hobbies are playing cricket and singing the song. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite Seema Kumari. Seema, you are on mute.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Seema, and I'm from Delhi. By profession, I am finance lead, and my roots are from UP Bulandshahr, so you might have heard of it. And if I like to talk about my hobbies, I like travel and reading. So yeah, that's all about me. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite Mr. AJAY Verma.
Good morning, everyone. This is Ajay Kumar Verma. I am from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. I am 47 years old and working in a public sector. Today, I will try to use prolongation, pausing, and slow speaking style. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Santosh Khere.
Hi Rohil, very good morning and good morning to all. My name is Santosh Khaire. I am from Bangalore, Karnataka. By profession, I am a software engineer, and I have been associated with TISA since from 5 to 6 years. Thank you.
Thank you. Gaurav, Mr. Gaurav Kumar.
Hello everyone, my name is Gaurav Kumar and I am from Nalanda, Bihar. I am currently in BTech third year from NIT Allahabad. My major is electrical engineering and I like to play cricket, badmintons and also some indoor games, and I also like to read novels. So that's all.
So thank you. Thank you very much. I hope everyone has got that chance to speak. Yeah, I guess so. So now we will begin with the presentations, and as I have said earlier, I will really encourage everyone to use as much techniques and as much techniques as possible, and even if you are not familiar with the technique, that's not at all an issue. You can stammer freely as much as you want, because this is a pretty safe place. So let us begin with the presentations, and who would like to present first?
Me,
Okay, fine,
I want to present first.
fine.
Okay. My screen is visual or not? Presentation screen.
Visible.
Work-life balance. I guess you are getting. Is it visual?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes.
So, good morning and hello everyone. First of all, I am very thankful to the TISA for giving me this opportunity. So I am very glad to present my PPT on work-life balance. So first of all, before going to the classical definition of work-life balance, I want to clear some myths related to work-life balance. The first one is it is not equal. It is not equal balance, and the second one is uh, the work-life balance varies for all, and the best work-life balance will also varies for all, and it can be vary at personal level. Now I'm going to define what actually work-life balance means. A work-life balance actually means it is not actually giving equal time. It is actually a management of time. It means spending your time at your professional level, and also giving your time to apart from your professional level, that is your time with family, and also with your hobbies, and also giving time your friends. So if anyone follow work life balance, then there are a lot of benefits at its individual level. The first one is it will give more value and balance in your life, and it also increase productivity at your personal level, and work life balance will also reduce stress at individual level. Now work life balance of a person will also benefit organization. If it is a employee in an organization, and if a person having work life balance, then the organization will having more productivity and accountability, and because of having less negative organizational stresses, the productivity of the organization will increase. So in this way there there will be a lot of benefits for the organization. Now, so the conclusion of the benefit is happiness, decent job, peace, knowledge, good health, recognition, money, fun, time with family. So work-life balance. Actually, you are going to spending your time with self, workplace, family and friends, community. But the main thing, but nowadays there is no sense of work-life balance. Everyone are actually doing their work life imbalance, but the question is why do they are actually going their work life imbalance? It is, I guess, for higher salary, for bigger house, for better job. They think if they will spend their most of the time with profession, they would get sense of achievement, self satisfaction, resultant joy. Actually they are sacrificing too much time with family for getting promotion. They are spending their almost all time with for profession to get promotion, so that they will get financial support, they will get higher salary, and they can get high, and they can be competitive in the market with higher salary, so that they have a lot of assets. And for also uh, for respect in the society, if anyone having lots of money, then in our society they are having a lot of respects. So these are the mindsets that actually making work life imbalance at individual level. So I think this is not worth it. Now, but in recent years, technology actually has helped in work life balance at individual level. Uh, we can hear a concept like work from home, mainly for service based job, like for software engineering, or for service based job. They are actually doing the same work from home with internet, with the help of internet. So they actually work from home actually help him uh, for the for actually help him to get the same work at the same level in the home, so that they can get the payment for the same work. Due to this, work from home helps at individual level, so that they can help, they can share with the time with your families. They can also do this, they can also do another responsibilities at the same time. They can do the work for while traveling. They can allow time for personal development, and they can also attend religious obligation with respective religion. They can also manage community time, and also can undertake volunteer work. So now there are 9 easy steps I'm actually added for work life balance. The first one is simplify. uh, this is actually learn to say no. What actually learn to say no? Where actually learn to say no? We should say no at the work which is not important in our life. We should focus the work which is actually uh, important in our life. We should focus on priority, and then which is actually less priority. We should not engage our time in which is not valuable for life, which is actually wasting a lot of time. So a stay at home, share your time with friends and family, and chill out. The second one is you can also make work life balance with de-stress. Don't take stress. Just do yoga, painting, and art of living. Just follow your hobby, so that you will manage your time with your work, and also with your hobbies. If you the third one is be a childish. Your childish mindset can also make your work life balance. What actually childish mindset means? Don't be a serious in your life. Be serious if you are at a work life. If you are a student, or if you are a professional worker, then be serious at profession, at the office or at school. Means play games, play do your hobby, talk with families, take a fun, and also you can share stories and join societies for art and drama. Fourth one is share the load. Here, share the load means if you are in a teamwork, don't do the work for others. Please do your work, and don't make your work overtime. Do the work. If you are having a 9 to 5, then do the work 9 to 5. Then go and share your time with families. Don't take overload. Don't be a over smart for taking overload, so that they can, then you will get a lot of promotions and everything. The fifth one is slow down. Don't be a serious at every time. We can, if we will do a work at a time, then we can be make our concentration at every time we slow down and we can balance our life apart from the work, and we can be more focused on the work which actually we doing at the time. Take care of your health is actually very important. If you are unhealthy, if you will be unhealthy, you are not going to balance your work life. So taking health is very important. For health you can do yoga, you can go gym, you can play your what you like, you can follow your habit. Take a sleep minimum 6 hour and or 7 to 8 hour, so that it will help your increasing concentration. The seventh one is don't postpone. This is the main. Don't be a procrastinate. Don't procrastinate your work. We should not procrastinate our work. If we procrastinate, then our work will be collected at every time, and we will not we will not going to done we will not go to do the work after a week if we are doing procrastination. So we should not do procrastination for work life balance. Have a positive approach will give you a positive mindset, will will save from negative mindsets, stress, and many bad stuffs. So having a positive approach is very good for our life. The last one is take a charge. Means for any for any work we should make a plan, so that we should not confuse what should I do. Means take a charge means do a plan, do what you are going to do for in a week, in a day, and you can change your plan every time, so that it will benefit your daily stuffs. So in this way we can balance our life with work. Means we can manage our professional life or student life with other life like hobbies, and having spending time with friends, families, and many things. So thank you. This is my presentation.
Good.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gaurav Kumar. So do we have any questions for Gaurav? Yeah. Uh, so Mr. Verma has a question.
Mr. Gaurav, what is the main difference between doing something for procrastination and work-life balance? Is there a difference, or what we are doing for get rid of procrastination that will also work for work-life balance?
Yeah, yeah. uh, what I think, at my personal level, what I think I can manage uh, uh, our procrastination if we will be disciplined. Means discipline means, mm, the first thing discipline comes is take a sleep of 6 to 7 hour. If after a sleep you will be very confident and concentrated, and make a plan for what you are going to do in the day, in the same day or in the same week. Make a plan, and don't change the plan at every time. Make a simple plan, and if you are going to you know confuse what we will do the thing after some days or some week, then we can change our plan if according to respective level. In this way, we can remove procrastination, and in this way we can balance our work with life. This is simple thing. I think.
Thank you, Mr. Gaurav. Mr. Santosh has a question.
Yeah, I know it. And this was a very good presentation, Gaurav. Today,
Thanks.
and the way you presented was also in a
So,
fluent
sorry,
manner.
sorry, sir. Pardon. Can you speak loud so that I can hear? I'm not
Hello,
getting your words clearly.
am I
Yeah,
audible now?
yeah. Now you are audible.
Okay. Okay. Actually, your presentation was nice, and the way you
Thanks.
presented was
Yeah,
also very good. And I liked all your points about work-life balance.
yeah,
And one thing I have a doubt, as you mentioned that work from home, that
yeah,
option.
yeah,
By doing work from home, you can give time to your family
yeah.
and for self. Basically, I don't have an agreement with this point because what I feel is whatever is your office work you should do in office hours, and rest of the time you should give to your family. You should not mix both the concepts, work life as well as family time. You should not mix them. So by doing so, you can have a better life. So
Yeah,
you should,
yeah.
yeah,
Actually, I have mentioned that it can be vary with at individual level. I think at a starting I can manage our work means why I have mentioned work from home. I have mentioned because uh, if anyone having a lot of stress and having a lot of disturbance in the family, and having a lot of stuffs in the family, then they can use work from home to get the to do the thing which actually required in the family. Like if your parents are sick, then work from office is very it will not benefit for the individual level. That's why I mentioned that you can manage your uh, work from home if you having some different difficulties in the families.
yeah, okay. But in that case, I believe it is better to apply a leave and give full time to your family in that case, particular that
Okay.
case. And it's okay. It's your understanding. I agree with that. But as per my experience, I feel that was not a good option. And apart from that, you could have added one more point that you should make difference of needs and wants. So we should go only after our needs, not after our wants, because wants are unlimited, like buying a house, asset, all these things. So if you understand your needs and your wants, so just focus on your needs. So in that case, we can live a better life.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And it was a good presentation, Gaurav. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Santosh, for the wonderful feedback, and thank you, Gaurav, for sharing such a wonderful presentation on work-life balance, which is a need of this of our generation, since a maximum working population of our country are overly exhausted due to the work pressure. So thank you once again. Now moving on to the next presentation. Uh, so who would like to present?
Fine,
Okay, fine.
fine.
Oh, okay, 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 fine. So Akarsh, you can present.
Yes, yes. Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Very good morning to you all presented. I am very glad to give the presentation on the topic yoga. So, uh, so the yoga is a physical, mental, spiritual practices which uh, uh, originated in the ancient India, aiming to control the mind, aiming to relax the mind, and uh, there are wide uh, variety of the schools of the yoga practices in the Jainism, Buddhism, etc. Also, yoga keeps our body both mentally and physically fit. So, moving on the uh, etymology. So, the Sanskrit noun yoga is derived from the root used to attach, to join, to harness. Yoga is a cognate uh, of the word yoke. According to the Panini, the yoga is actually derived from the two roots, yujir and yuj samadhu, which is to concentrate. According to the ayasa, which says that yoga means samadhi, concentration. So the ultimate goal of the yoga are uh, keeping the uh, keeping the mind relaxed and stilling the mind. In the classical uh, Ashtanga yoga system, the ultimate goal is to achieve the samadhi, and uh, yoga is practiced by all the Indian religions in the uh, in the Hinduism. Practices include bhakti yoga, karma yoga, kundalini yoga, hatha yoga. So, eight hymns of the yoga. Yam uh, means the moral codes of the conduct. Niyam means the physical observances, and internal practices. Asan, the proper posture. Pranayam, the proper breathing exercises. The pratyahar, withdrawal of the senses from the external distraction. Dharna, dhyan, samadhi. It is the part of the yoga. So, um, so practices of the yoga include include Raja, which focuses on the meditation practices, karma, which focuses on the action and service in the daily life. Janana, the path of the knowledge, bhakti, the path of the devotion, which focuses on the devotion to God, the tantra, and hatha, the forceful path. And thank you. Anyone have questions?
You have given a wonderful presentation, Akash. Only one question: what is the difference between yoga and yoga? Is it only the difference between what had been understood by Western countries is yoga and what we are practicing is yoga, or something else?
Actually, in the Western countries, yoga means uh, to to do only the yoga, but in our country, yoga means to the uh, to the various things like anulom, ilom, like uh, asan, etc. To relax our body. Ajay sir.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Uh, I have one question for you.
Yes.
Are you planning to change your career from the mechanical side to yoga instructor?
Ma'am,
Just a normal question. Yeah.
I am currently uh, preparing for the GATE, um, which is the technical exams. So it is not possible for me to change from the mechanical, but I I daily practice the yoga. I do the meditation and anulom vilom and just now.
Thank you. It was a nice presentation, by the way.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Akarsh, for guiding us through through this wonderful presentation on yoga, and many of the terms which you had mentioned in your presentation, I was not so much aware of those terms. So once again, thank you for giving such a wonderful presentation. So now I will like, thank you. So now I would like to invite Mr. Ajay Verma for his presentation.
Thank you so much, Rohil. I think I am not able to share my PDF at present. So
Okay, so we can do one thing. I will share you my mail ID, so you can
okay,
share that presentation on my mail, and then
okay,
I
okay,
can
great,
share it
great.
through my
Okay,
laptop.
okay. Since last several years, we are hearing a word mindfulness. Most of us are a little bit confused about the spelling of mindfulness. This is the spelling, and we can see both the spellings here. First one is mindfulness, second one is mindfulness. There is lots of difference between these two words. First one is the word which is meant for remember to observe. Second one is the word for our mind is full with lots of information that may or may not be helpful for us. Today, we will try to understand the basics, the why, how, where, when, these all the words about mindfulness. And we will also try to understand how it is different from mindfulness. So don't be mindful, let us be mindful. Good afternoon, friends. This is Ajay Kumar Verma, and today I am here to understand along with you people the basics about mindfulness. let's move towards the second slide. So mindfulness is the basic human ability to fully present in the present cognitively. So we have to be present in our present, and we don't have to take the burden from our past, and we don't have to take the anxiety from the future. And what we are thinking is basically either about the past, what has been happened in our past, how badly we had done something in our past, how someone has told us about ourselves in the past, what happened in our past. And these things makes our life miserable. And one more thing is that we also think about what will happen in our future, what we will do if this will not work, then what will happen? And then that will not work, then what will happen? And this vicious cycle is continuously going on, and we trap into this cycle. And so our mind is full with these miseries, these cognitive miseries from the past, and the apprehension and the anxiety about the future. So then what is mindfulness? Be in the present, but how? Be aware where we are. Be aware what we are doing, but don't be reactive. Don't be overwhelmed by what is going around us. This may be sounding little bit difficult or vague, but this is the actual thing we have to understand. Let's move toward the third slide, Rohil. Let us understand from where this word mindfulness is coming from. This word is basically a basic concept behind Buddhism that is around 2500 years ago. And this is the basically word of Pali, and that come from the word sati. The literal meaning of mindfulness is to remember, to observe. Don't forget to observe. And this mindfulness, the concept of mindfulness is basically is being practiced since last several years in all the religions in one or other way. We all are just we had understand about the yoga, and one more thing is pranayam, and one more thing is dhyana. So these all the things are basically little bit threaded with mindfulness. So in all the religion, mindfulness is being practiced in some or in another way. So let's move towards the next slide. So why to practice mindfulness? We are happy, we are here, and everyone is busy what they are doing. Why this mindfulness is required basically? In the modern science also, since last half a century, mindfulness is being utilized in clinical psychology and psychiatry. And this practice is basically being used to reduce anxiety, stress, depression, fear, phobia, and philias. And these all the words are heavily loaded with lots of meaning, lots of symptoms, lots of remedies. But one thing is that if we have to get rid of anxiety, stress, depression, fear, phobia, we have to practice mindfulness. Yes, but how we have to practice? We will move toward the next slide. Yeah, so we had understood from where mindfulness had come. We had understood what is mindfulness. We had understood why we should practice mindfulness. Now let's understand how we should practice mindfulness. If we have to do anything, let's make one thing is clear, that we have to pay attention. Then if we are paying attention, then we should aware. We have to accept it without any identification. But what is mindfulness is basically, one basic thing is that the easiest form of mindfulness is to just keep our eyes closed and think about how our breathing is coming and going. Just be precise and be attentive on our nose, on our breath, how breath is being inhaled, how breath is being exhaled. And if we are paying attention to that, then subsequently we have to aware that how breathing is coming in and how breathing is going out. And then if our mind is thinking something else, we have to accept it, and then without any prejudice bring our mind back to the breathing attention, and without giving any identification, we had done something bad, we had done something good, just again do it. And continuously, if we are focusing on the breathing pattern of ours without any prejudice, then we are practicing mindfulness. So, what is basically mindfulness? In a simple language, if we will take the analogy of mobile phone, nowadays we all are using mobile phone. We are seeing that when we are using some type of app, there is some residual of data which is being residue after our usage. And if we are not deleting that residual data, then our memory of our RAM memory of mobile is being full. And that full of memory will make our mobile slower and slower. And when we delete that residual data, significant increase in the speed of the mobile we are observing. This is the basic mindfulness we have to do with ourselves. How? This is the way we have to pay attention what we are doing, where we are, and then make ourselves aware what is the process we are involved in, and then accept it where we are, what we are doing. Without any prejudice, simply move on and again make the attention. So this is the way, but let us do some practical thing also, how we should do mindfulness. I think in the next slide we can discuss it further. So here we can see that when we should practice mindfulness, there is no occasion, there is no a big time for that. Every time we can practice mindfulness. If we are eating something, we can mindfully eat something, but how? We should think about the basic taste of that eatable. We should think about how we are chewing it. We should think about how we are swallowing it. And in this way, our maximum amount of focus or attention or awareness should be in the present condition. If we are listening some sort of music, we should mindfully listen it. But how? We should listen the every word, every tune, every bass, every travel, every frequency of that music. We should think about the lyrics of that very music. In this way, we will bring our focus in the present, and we will get rid of the burden of the past misery. And in this way, in the any field of life we are in which we are at present, we can do it mindfully. You can mindfully walk around, you can mindfully talk, we can mindfully write some story, we can write poetry. Mindfulness is basically putting all your cognitive resources, putting all your cognitive assets to one point, which is in which you are in the present. Put all your assets, resources of cognition in the present. Don't be in the past, don't be in the future. So in the next slide, we will conclude it simply by thanking you all to mindfully listening of my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And we have a question from Seema.
Uh, Hello, Ajay sir. First of all, it was a very much needed presentation. And I have one question from you. Like, since you told us that before 1970, mindful never used. So, how people were dealing in that case when there were no such thing? Yeah, thank you.
Basically, mindfulness is being practiced since last 2000 or 2500 years ago also. But in the modern science, when psychology, clinical psychology or psychiatry, these all the forms have accepted the importance of mindfulness. That was the year 1970. And prior to that, several type of tools are being used just to bringing back to our attention and cognition into present. And I am not familiar about those tools, but mindfulness, yes, since last 50 or 55 years, it is being used by modern science also.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much once again, Mr. Ajay. And yeah, and the way you explained mindful, being mindful in such a simple way that That was really beautiful. So thank you once again. Now I would like to invite Seema to share her
Pardon? Hello?
presentation. Yeah,
I want to some tips from Ajay sir from mindfulness. Hello, Ajay sir.
Right,
Am I
Gaurav.
audible?
Yes, yes. And I think we all are doing it. Just like that, since last 1 hour, you are
One second, my
continuously.
question is different. Actually, yeah, I wanted to some tips from you. Actually, you know, mindfulness, the topic you have explained, the topic was very needed in my life or in everyone's life, because without mindfulness we can't get any success in life. Okay, but my question is, how can I be mindfulness when having bad marks in semester exam? Some subjects I am not able to be in present. Let's say my semester exam is like a mid sem, having after 2 months from starting of semester, and then there is in sem exam after 2 months of the mid sem. So before the mid sem 2 month, I want to be in present. I follow also, you know, who is also Rajnish also. I follow him, and I always wanted to listen him what he actually say, what being present. So can you give me some tips in having bad marks in any subject in the semester? And due to this, I actually, you know, I actually distract from mindfulness. I'm not able to concentrate mind at present. Uh, so can you give me?
Basically, Gauravji, your question is very loaded, and I think in next 2 or 3 minutes, I am trying to explain what I had understood it. Basically, there is a fine balance between anxiety and satisfaction. If we are satisfying ourselves, we are satisfied, it means we are not very much eager about our growth. And when we are eager about growth, then some sort of anxiety will come. And that anxiety is basically just to drive you what type of work you have to do and how you have to do it. Just like that, in this meeting, we had joined it because we are having some sort of anxiety. And to get rid of that anxiety, we have moved towards a right direction. We had joined it, and today we are trying to improve our communication skill. If we are satisfied enough, then we had not joined it and we had not made our our presentations. So in the same way, if we are continuously mindful, means what? Being in the present, but you have to take lesson from past also, and this practice is basically just to calm down, just to soothe ourselves, just to make ourselves peaceful. But in your age and in everyone progressing phase, I think some sort of anxiety is needed, some sort of dissatisfaction is needed, and you should divide your time in which you have to be mindful, and prior that time and after that time you should have anxiety for growth, you should have dissatisfaction for growth. It means if you divide your time in such a way that in this small time I will be mindful to what I am doing, but before that I should have anxiety about my progress, my growth, my future. and you have to work upon time division multiplexing. Means what? You have to make your day, you have to make your month, you have to make your year in such a small divisions. In every division you have to mindful, but before going to that division you should be dissatisfied into some extent that what you have to do. If your progress in one subject is not up to mark, what you have to do, you have to be dissatisfied, you have to search about how you will make that subject more strong. Then after getting the means, the path, the direction, you have to mindful to that direction, right?
Okay. Thanks.
Rohilji, you are mute. I think you are trying to say something. I think Rohilji is working on some technical glitch. Let us move forward and let us see which will give the next presentation.
Can I start?
Great, Seema ji, you are most welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. So let me share my screen. Please let me know when it's visible.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So since we have already introduced ourselves, so I will not take much time and directly start with my presentation. So today's topic is accounts payable. Accounts payable, the term which you see right now, we can see that it says accounts and payables. So two words are there, and these two words are basically related to finance. So just wanted to check if anyone of this group is from finance background before I start the presentation. No one? Okay,
No, I am not.
okay, fine.
No,
So then we will start with the core. So what finance say? So finance is all um, about money management, how you manage your money. Sometimes you run big businesses. Let's say you run big organization like Tata, Reliance, or let's say some universal organization, Microsoft, Google, Apple, etc. So in that case, how you run your business? So there is lot of money uh, involved when uh, a company runs its business. So the money could be sometimes they are se- selling their product. Sometimes they are buying their product to um make their operations run in a better way. So today I will give you example, and with that uh, I will try to not use substitute, and will be calm while giving my presentation, which I'm not right now. So let's start. And so before we go to accounts payable, first we have to uh, understand the P2P cycle. P2P cycle is procure to pay cycle. So what is uh, procure to pay? Procure means when uh, uh, a big business such as Tata want to buy something from uh, a different company. Let's say Tata wants to buy a laptop for their new hires from a different company, let's say Dell or HP. So that word purchase, for the purchase word we use procure in business terms. So we will say that Tata is procuring 100 laptops from Dell. So these kind of terms we use when we say procure. And processing. So most of the things which we buy from big businesses, they are on the credit. We most of the time, or I can say 90% of the time, purchase goods or the services on credit. Like first we get the product, and after that we make the payment. So that is how the things
Um, is anyone
yes,
able to
yes,
hear? Okay.
yes. So that word is known as procurement. When a company purchase goods, goods means something we can touch, something is tangible, is known as good. Sorry for the technical disturbance. So procurement is when we purchase goods and services from another company to run my business. So that is called procurement. And processing is when the company provide me the laptops. After that, they uh, I will send them the bill, or they will send, sorry, they will send me the bill that these kind of laptops have been purchased from my company, and now I'm supposed to make the payment. So that is called as processing. So first we purchase the laptops from the company, that too on the credit, sometimes on advance as well. So that is how thing goes. And once they receive the laptop, they send us bill, and we have to process that bill and make them the payment. So that is how P2P cycle work, procure to pay. Now moving to next slide, which is this one. Let's start with this one. So this we have done P2P cycle. So P2P cycle also have multiple department. So first department is user department. So user department is that department who is going to use those laptops. Since you know that company have different segments, sometimes they are into IT, technology, professional language, or other segments such as digitization and clouds based. So for those things, they have different segment. So this time a user department want 300 laptop, and let's say that user department is from finance only. They have hired 300 new people, and for those 300 new people, they need 300 laptops. So now moving to next slide, which is procurement team. So what is the role of procurement team? Procurement team is the team who will go into the market and look for the best deal. By best deal, I mean to say the product should be cheaper, but they have the best quality. Since we are going to buy it in a huge quantity, or we might be having the future contract also with these vendors. So we want best deal. Best deal means the deal which gives me best quality product, but on a cheaper rate. So that is the part of the procurement team. So let's say procurement team goes to the market, and there are so many laptops company available in the market: HP, Lenovo, Dell, MacBook, and there are so many more. So they will select 4 to 5 vendor who can give them a best deal. There are chances that they might select 1 or 2 vendor, or a single vendor also. With them, they will sign contract. So this is my next team, which is vendor master team. So how vendor master team works? Vendor master team set up the details of these vendor in a software. Like we have a different software such as SAP, Dynamics D35, Concur. So these kind of tool we use. So what vendor master team going to do is they will set up the vendor in the software, their bank detail, their contact information, their trading currency, and their representative who will be having queries when we will be having queries. So kind of collaboration. We will be having 2 representative from my company and 2 representative from their side who can resolve the queries when it arises in future, because it is a matter of money. So that is how a vendor master team works. And mm, so you can see this picture. This has all the details. You can, it is provided the details. Now come account payable team. Account payable, once the service is received, once the laptops have been received, and those laptops were purchased on the credit. So now what they are going to do? Dell team will send me invoices which look like this. So this is, I can't zoom it, and also this is very confidential, so it will be better. So sorry for the disturbance. So once the laptop have been delivered by Dell to my company, then sorry for the disturbance. So they will send the bill, and then last come treasury team, they will make the payment. So once these bills have been processed, there comes treasury team in picture who approve the invoices and make the payment to the vendors. So that's all. That is my slide today. It is related to accounts payable. Accounts payable is the domain of procure to pay. So procure to pay is a whole cycle wherein we purchase goods and services, and accounts payable team, they pay the bills uh, and record there in their software. Yeah. Thank you so much. Any questions, please?
Yeah, so Mr. Ajay Verma has some questions.
Yes, please.
Great presentation, Seema ji. And basically, I am not knowing much about finance and economy, and these are the buzzwords for me. Just I am hearing here and there. Just I want to know that what is the difference between purchase and procurement?
So when we say purchase, purchase is used for small term thing. Let's say I go to market and want to purchase a packet of Maggie. So that is a small level purchase. But when business deals, they use this term procure, because that is going to be their professional term for the big purposes, and that is why they use it, procure word.
So yeah, so even I have one doubt, and just like Mr. Verma, even all these terms, procurement, purchase, finance, like I am not so much into it, but my doubt is that as you told that you are into the finance department, so so then, does your work involve whatever you told, or you are in a specific part of the entire P2P cycle?
So basically, my core job is related to P2P only, end-to-end P2P. Yeah.
Great, great. Yeah, and it is pretty in, in, interesting where like I really feel that whatever is filled with a lot of numbers and so that is pretty interesting to me. So thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
So do we have any more question? Yes.
Hi, Rohit. So, yeah, the presentation was nice. I know whatever her job and responsibilities are, she has explained the same. As we are not from the finance background, I hope in her job and responsibilities, she doesn't have any speech disfluency, right? Right, Seema?
I do have speech
Because
disfluency, and yeah, that I have,
uh,
and I have to live with it. Sometimes it's low, sometimes it's quite high. So yeah,
uh,
it's it's like season changing
yeah,
for
I
me.
understand. And based on my observation, what I observe when you come across any blocks, then you get stuck on some particular letter or word. So in that case, only you have only that problem. Rest everything, your speaking speed, your speed of speaking is good, as Ajay sir, and your voice is also medium. So only problem what I observed is the some blockages at some particular letters. So
Actually, right
in
now,
that,
my father knows how loud my speech is.
but right now it was a very good presentation. Just what I observed is some prolongation. If you use some prolongation for that particular letters, if suppose it is and, you can say and present whatever the next word and go with the flow. If you are already in the flow, you don't have any problem. If you are not in that, and if you get stuck at particular word, then your flow will break. And once it is break, then to come out of that and get into that flow again, then it will take some time. So better to apply some prolongation techniques at that point.
So
So
right.
only if you do that practice, I think it will go much better.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you very much, Seema, for this wonderful presentation. And yeah, that's all that's all to that's all for today, guys. And do let us know that what you felt about today's presentation. And also one more request to all the presenters and the audience. So whatever feedback you have about this presentation, do let us know in the Telegram group so that we can improve on it. And yeah, and also one request. So whenever you are giving feedback, please don't be thankful only to me. Actually, there are a lot of people in the background who are working for this. So please mention the entire team of TISA. And until the next time, don't always remember that हकलाओ मगर प्यार से. So thank you very much, and I have a wonderful Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.